Quigley's Midget Caddis. I've got a Daiichi 1640 and a size 16, 2x short, and 8/0 thread. I'm going to start my thread, run it back. We're going to be tying this one in olive. Tan works really good too. Just match the caddis that's around you. And for the tail, we're just going to use like nothing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like seven or 8 individual little deer hair pieces. Throw it in the stacker. And tie in our tail. I'm going to go about the body length here. Clip it. For the body, I'm just using super fine. I'm not sure what Quigley used. It's got a little bit of flash on the body, but I've just been using super fine, and it's been working super fine. Dub our body. About two-thirds of the way up. And now, this part's a little tricky, but we're going to run another small clump of deer hair. And as far as fibers go, I'm not sure. We're going to run somewhere in like this neighborhood. It's not a lot. I mean, we're talking like maybe 10, 20. Actually, that's probably a little too much. And we're going to be looking at like maybe 25. I mean, just to kind of give you a rough idea. Make sure to comb this really well. Get all the little fuzzies out. Throw this in a stacker. Now when I undo this, I'm going to go the direction of the tips. So when you're stacking hair and you pull it out of the stacker, you always want to go pull it out of the stacker the direction that you're going to tie the tips in at. And since this one is forward, we're going to tie this in. About like yay. And move this back. So we've tied in this little cripple tips. Now this is going to be our caddis wing. And the easiest way I've found, this thing is about half of the tail length typically. At least that's how it's been. So I just take a bodkin, fold it over, and that gives me a crease. Yeah, let's redo this. Fold it over, pull it kind of tight. A little further, I think, with it. You can like pull the bobbin back while you do this and kind of get the exact length. Like I say, I'm moving the bobbin back and forth right now. I can dial in that length. That looks good. Pull it out, pinch. Tie it down. And this dude, don't worry about him, we can pull him out. Take a quick little second here and get rid of our butts. Alright. tie this all down. Now for the expensive part. I'm going to take 2 Blue Dun hackle tips. And I've got an old Spencer's neck here that I've been kind of working off of for years. I don't even know if Spencer's hackle is still around, but this thing's like ancient. I've had it for a long time. So I kind of work off that, but you know, you can use little hen if you want. You know, just find kind of a cheaper Blue Dun, you know, you don't want to use saddles, you do want to use necks, whether it be a lot of the hen necks, you know, have good fibers for this. You know, this is a standard hackle neck. I'm just going to tie one in on either side. If I can get this to line up. I'm going to go just about as long as the tail. Duchess, lay down. That's too long. Okay, that's good there. Click these off. And where is it? One strand on each side of midge flash and olive. It's been a while since I've tied a 16, as you can tell. We've been in salmon fly mode, and then before that I was in winter steelhead mode, so now I'm getting my trout bug skills back. Alright, so clip these just a hair past the wing. Got a grizzly saddle. This is a little, this one's a Keo. It matches this size really well. So this is pretty important here. So when you're sizing these, you see how we built up this thread. So when the companies size these, they size them to just a bare hook. They don't size them to any kind of build-up or material tie-off. So we've essentially now made this 16, you know, way bigger with this build-up of thread. So when you're selecting these hackles, this is actually an 18 hackle on a 16 hook to get it proportionally kind of correct, if you will. You know, it's a lot bigger than what the hook is. So if you, I mean, it's a lot bigger than what we've built up. So think about that when you're selecting these hackles. You know, it'll say like, you know, these, you know, whiting 100s in a 16 or whatever. But since we've built up this thread, you know, it's going to be, you're going to want to pick an 18. So this is just more super fine. This is mahogany done. And bring up our post, make one wrap in front. I'm just going to do like 3 wraps. Tie off behind. Tie off in front. Break it off. I can grab these little wispies here. I think. Holy cow, I'm not a young man anymore with young man eyes. Alright, well, since I can't get them, they're going to be sacrificed to the scissor gods. Forward finishes. Now on your thread, on these straight eyes, it's easy to pinch this eye, so I just push it all back around the eye, pull it tight, push it back, pull it tight, and just keep kind of working it. Thread broke, but it broke at a good time. And just kind of re-fluff it here because I smashed the hell out of it just now. Alright, there you go. Quigley's Midget Caddis, phenomenal fly for like any caddis emerger. We've done just super with this fly over the years. It's not the easiest to see on the water. The factory flies have this little white dot, you know, that kind of pretends to help you but doesn't really help you see it, so I just don't even put it on. But I mean, this thing has just been incredible over the past years since I've been fishing it. So give it a shot in your local waters. If you got real finicky fish, this one is sure to do the trick on any fish eating emerging caddis. Even in the slick water, it just works great. So, thanks for tuning in.